Did Russia just snub India? And what does this have to do with cricket? Russian President Vladimir Putin was invited to India by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the G20 summit in India's capital in September. It's a big deal, as India has not denounced Russia's aggression against Ukraine and is keeping up cordial ties with Moscow. With few friends among the big global players, why would Putin refuse such an important invite? I'm Dr. K. I'm a political scientist that looks at how information is shared, and that also means the symbolic importance of state visits. With elections in India in 2024, Modi is showing that votes for him will further anchor India, which passed China as the world's most populous country, as a global player. India is the chair of the G20 bloc this year. The G20, or Group of 20, is an intergovernmental forum made up of 19 countries and the European Union. The next meeting, the one Putin was invited to in Delhi, is where U.S. President Joe Biden and China's Xi Jinping will also be. Why would Putin not want to be seen at a global meeting showing that despite his actions in Ukraine, he's still socially acceptable? The last time Modi met with the Kremlin head was in September 2022. In the meantime, at the G7 in Japan in May, Ukraine's Zelensky, who attended as a special guest, had met with Modi. India was also well represented at the Jeddah, Saudi Arabia meeting where Ukraine's peace plan was discussed, and Russia wasn't even invited. At the BRICS meeting, the group of world economies of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, which is looking to expand now, Modi might have met Putin, but Putin pulled back and Modi just phoned in. So what does this have to do with cricket? Well, if you're interested in politics, you probably want to understand more. And if you would be searching for Modi, Putin, and the ICC, you'd be getting some really confusing results. Let me give you some context. Right now, we need to talk about the ICC, the International Criminal Court, and not the International Cricket Council. Although, when Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, sanctions cut back sport betting for Russians, and a group of unemployed young men and construction workers in a village in Modi's home state of Gujarat started broadcasting fake cricket matches to dupe Russian gamblers through games that were streamed on YouTube. It was shut down after about 2 weeks, but they earned money, and that's not what's stopping Putin from heading to India. The ICC, it's the International Criminal Court. They put an arrest warrant on Vladimir Putin in March for his role in kidnapping Ukrainian children. Countries that have ratified the ICC's Rome Statute are obligated to turn in criminals. South Africa was put in a really tough position of whether or not they would invite Putin to the BRICS meeting and also not arrest him. There was a big back and forth about diplomatic immunity, and in the end, Putin didn't go, helping South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa not have to make some hard political decisions. For the Delhi G20, the Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that travel to India won't happen because Putin is concentrating on what they're still calling the special military operation in Ukraine. India is not a signatory of the Rome Statute. In the past, it hosted individuals who faced action from the ICC, including ex-Sudanese President Omar Hassan al-Bashir. But there's a definite pattern here, which is making it easier and easier to actually invite the Russian leader because he'll say no. Since the war started in Ukraine last year, Putin has not attended multilateral summits. He skipped the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia last year too. So why not travel? Is he afraid of what might happen in Moscow if he leaves? Is Putin really afraid of what will happen if he goes to New Delhi? Some experts have noted that the Russian president maybe avoids events, especially if they include Western leaders, because he doesn't want to engage in a direct face-off with other top leaders. And that would happen in Delhi, where it's likely that 29 heads of state, as well as top officials of the European Union, invited guest countries, and 14 heads of international organizations will be there. But the summit on September 9th and 10th will take place without Ukraine. So maybe it's not Russia snubbing India, but India snubbing Ukraine. Either way, I can guarantee you that both the ICCs, we'll be watching the developments in Russia. Do you feel better informed? Make sure you stick around.